Hiring freelancers. It looks easy, but it takes hundreds of hours for businesses to hire correct freelancers. And how do they do it? They go through every freelancer's data, they go through their experience, they select their contact, and then they manually reach out to them explaining the problem statement. Since this problem statement is very unique, I decided to make a video on it. We got this problem statement from one of our Discord community member who explained their pain point, and we liked the idea so much that we decided to make the automation. So my team member Saurabh built this entire automation, starting from Telegram triggers to sending out personal outreach emails to each and every freelancer. So without wasting any time, let me invite Saurabh to explain the entire automation to you.
Hello guys, it's Saurabh here. So today I will be sharing with you my first automation. So I have built a workflow automation in N8N. I and Prakarsh Gupta have been working on it. So this automation is about automating the process of hiring freelancers. So talking about manual process first. So let's say there's a film director who wants some costume designers, photographers for like say a couple of days or 10 days, and for that he has to hire freelancers. So what he used to do, he has to he has to send them messages manually via WhatsApp or any other platform like Slack or Telegram. So then he will receive response. People will say yes, I am available, I'm not, and then he will filter out, and then with those he will go and do the negotiation thing. So what we are doing here, we are automating the process of sending the message and receiving the response and filtering out the available freelancers. So let's say there are 50 freelancers who and out of them 20 read the messages and 10 say yes, I'm available. So we will be filtering out this 10 freelancers and will sending them an email. So this is a freelancer hire bot. Let's say I am the film director, so I will send a message to him that I will need these number of freelancers at a particular date. So let's start. We will see as we go ahead. Okay, so here we get a welcome message. To connect you with the right freelancer, please provide all the details in a single message. Shoot details, type of shoot, date, time, duration, freelancer type, and we have an example text sample text how to talk to this bot. Okay, so let's start with this one only. Okay, so I will now test my workflow and I will send the message. Let's see. Okay, the automation is running and I'm receiving some messages. Okay, so I have received the message. No freelancer found in the commercial shoot category. Try exploring another one. Okay, so what it says that in my database, I am not having any data for the commercial shoot category. Okay, so let's go ahead and see our database. So let's start. Yeah, so there was a wrong description here, so I have fixed it now. So now let's start. So it is saying that we have no freelancers in our cinematographic grapher category. So let's see our database first. So this is a big database. So we are already having this. This is our prerequisite. We should have a data of freelancers. So to these freelancers, we will send a message, and when we are sending the message, it is filtering the types. So we ask from a cinematographer, but here there is no cinematographer. That is why it told no freelancers found. So let's try some other category, animator. Okay, sorry, looking for an animator for that shoot on shoot on, let's say, 15 April. Okay, for 6 hours. 6 hours. The shoot will be held in Delhi. So let's start the workflow. So it will pick up the previous message. Okay, so now it has send me the messages. Now let's see what are the messages. So yeah, so it said we have found two freelancers in the animator category. Then it says I will send them a personalized message about the opportunity. Then it is telling me to whom he has sent emails. Sent an email to Saurav Nandwal, sent an email to Emil Morgan, and it is also telling the summary. I have contacted two freelancers from a database in the animator category and sent them a email with the details you provided. Let me know if you need any changes or the follow-ups. So let's look at whether we have received a mail or not. Yes, we have received. So this error message is because in this sheet the email we have provided are all fake emails. Have we got this from ChatGPT, but yeah, a couple of emails I have provided which are mine emails for the testing purposes. So the fake one, it said that the address not found, and to yes, to me it mailed successfully. You can see. So dear Saurabh Nandwal, okay. So the sender is also Saurabh Nandwal as I have added my ID. So and the receiver is also Saurabh Nandwal. So just let's stick to this for right now. So it says, I hope this message finds you well. My name is Saurabh Nandwal and I am the managing director at Small Group. We are currently seeking a talented animator for an ad promo shoot scheduled on 15th April in Delhi. The shoot will last for approximately 6 hours. Given your impressive 7 years of experience and all, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is what's happening. We will receive a database of freelancers, and then based on the business owner's need, we will filter out the required freelancers and send a mail to them. So after that, they will reply and all that will be seen later on. That's not the part of this automation right now. So let's now see our automation. So let's first go through the workflow overview. Okay, so our workflow is divided into 4 steps. This workflow may look complex, but trust me, it's very simple. Okay, so this workflow is divided into 4 steps. Number first one is initiating the request. Send a message to the bot, in which we'll be sending the message to a Telegram bot about where we. Okay, so the workflow is about the So the workflow contains 4 steps. The first step is initiating a request, in which we will send the message to a chatbot. We will send a query out that we need. This is a freelancer on this date, time, and all location. So then the second step is validating and extracting. So validating, we will do the validation part. So whether the user has provided the sufficient details or not. If he has provided some insufficient details like the shoot type or the time, exact time and dates are missing, timings are missing, then we will send him to a message that insufficient info, please provide the full complete info to proceed. So then if it gets validated, all the details are sufficient, then we will extract the main data that we require, like shoot type, shoot location, shoot time, shoot date, and all. So after extracting that, we will move on to the filtering the freelancers. So when we have the extracted shoot details, we will filter out the freelancers sheet based on this extracted data. Based on this extracted data. So after we have filtered out the freelancers, then we will notify the freelancers. And how we are doing the notifying process? We are emailing as of now by sending them personalized emails to be filtered. Okay, so let's look at our automation, each and every node. So this is a Telegram trigger node in which we will be sending the business owner will be sending a custom message to this bot regarding his query. So this is the query. Okay. So send the message to check the availability of desired freelancers. Yes. So here is the first step, initiating the request. After the request is initiated, we move on to validating and extracting the data. So this part was the first step of initiating the request, and this part is of validating and extracting the required data. So in the validation, we are doing the validation here. We are doing the validation here in the if node. So this is so okay. Let me correct again. So this part is for these three nodes, one, two, and three. These are for initiating a request. This if is because this this false node is triggered when the user starts the chat with the bot for very first time. As we have seen here, this start command. So when the user hits the start command, then we provide him this fixed message of telling him how he can message to us. So this is handled here. So so when the user starts the chat for the first time, then this node is executed, and in the and as we go on, then this part of the workflow will be triggered. Okay, so this was the initiating the request part. Now we will move on the validating and extracting the part. So this part which you can see here, this is the validation and extracting part. So we are using a data LLM chain node named data validator. We have provided a OpenAI chat API to it. So in this, what we have a prompt. We will show you the prompt. I will show you the prompt. So yeah, so here we are given the prompt about uh, what this LLM node is doing. This is reading the custom user message, and we are telling him about what details to extract and if they are not present, then what to do. So we have given this prompt. We have given him example message, and we have tell him that these details should be present. If these details are present, then the message is sufficient, and otherwise it is insufficient. So for sufficient, you can see here, this is if not. Okay, so is insufficient when any of these details is not mentioned. So this is the validation part that we are doing. After it has been validated successfully here, if the validation is false, that is the information is insufficient, then this telegram node is triggered, in which we send the user a message that your information is insufficient and please send in this format. We provide him an example message like this. So so we have seen the validation part, and now we will see the extraction part. So in this, we are in the true node, in the true part. When this if else gets true node when the true end of this if nodes gets triggered, we will receive the extracted data. As we can see here, the true branch contains all the data that we require. The info, it is sufficient, yes, right, because the user had provided the right message. Should type, date, duration, freelancers, daily. As you can see, all details are present. That's why it is set. The info is sufficient. So now we will move on to our third part, which is filtering the freelancers. So filtering out the freelancers. So this part, this filter node will do the filtering process. This is a very simple node. Simple condition is written here. So whether the if you can see here, we have the type of the freelancers, the profile, the work profile. So we will be checking if our the shoot type that was given by this node here, freelancer type, sorry, freelancer type. If the type of freelancer type is available in this sheet, then those will be filtered out. Like, see, if you can see here, it's animator. and here we can see two freelancers should be filtered out. So let's look at it. So as we can see in our filter nodes, we can see two freelancers have been filtered out that we just saw in the Excel sheet as well. So in the filter node, we will be the filtering out the freelancers based on the freelancer type. So let's move on to the next step, which is the last step of notifying the freelancers. So this part is about notifying the freelancers. We have two cases in this also. So if in the filtration process is no freelancers filtered, then we send custom message to uh, the user that no freelancers found. Please, yes, we can see here. No, try exploring some other category for the perfect match. Okay. So when if there are some freelancers which are filtered out, then this true part will get executed, and then we will send a personalized mail to each freelancer. That process of sending the personalized mail is being executed here. So it will. So let's say if we have received two items, so we will loop over each item, which will be a rate of a freelancer. So we will be generating an personalized email. We have given him the prompt here. You can see the prompt is to provide him custom personalized message. Dear Gail, I hope this message finds you well. You can get the prompt as well. This is a prompt. So we have given him instructions and user details that we these user details have been received from the filter node. So it's a simple prompt in which we will generate a personalized message. So after the personalized message has been generated, we will email to the that particular freelancer, and we will be sending the response to the film director, that is our business owner. So in this process, we will be looping on the filtered freelancers one by one. We will be mailing and we will be telling back to our uh, to our business owner that we have mailed this person, as we saw just here. So it was iterating to the process, iterating to the list of filtered freelancers, and it is told that I have sent a mail to this. Okay, so this in this node we are just collecting the summary, the in the done node of the loop, all the list of all the list of freelancers to which we have mailed, and we will provide the summary of how many freelancers we just mailed and all. You can see I have contacted two freelancers from a database. Let me know if you any changes needed and all blah blah. Okay, so talking about this node, so this in this process the same data is being sent here. So after we have filtered out the data, we are telling we are telling the user that we have found the total number of freelancers in the sheet, and we will be emailing to them. This is okay, yeah. So these two messages that we saw, after the filtering, so these two nodes will get executed. Of we have found total number of how many freelancers are filtered out, that we will tell to the user, and then we are giving a response that the bot will be sending them a personalized message about the opportunity. So we have in this workflow, we have seen the successful working. So now let's just look at some of the edge cases. Now I will test my workflow. Okay, looking for, let's move the location. Insufficient information provided. So it's the automation stopped at this after the validator node because the information was insufficient. and we have received. And why it was insufficient? Because the location was missing. So that's what it told. So just now try asking for a category that we don't have in a database. Okay, any random. Yes, we have received insufficient information. Okay, so you saw that when I just changed the spelling of this, the chat GPT, our LLM was not able to understand it. Okay, so now we have received the message. No freelancers found in the product marketing head category. Try exploring other one. That was because in the freelancer list, nothing was, no category wasn't present here. So this was about this automation. So they so this was about as of now. As of now, this was all about it. So we can enhance it by handling some of the edge cases more in a better way, and also we can have an advancement of having a follow up. So currently we are just sending the personalized mail to the freelancers. So in our next stage, what we can do after we can also have a follow up with them. Like if someone replies, then send another message to him, or if someone hasn't replied, then send him a message like after a day or two. So these things that we can implement as we move ahead. So as of now, this was it for this automation. I hope you liked it. For any queries, please reach out. Bye bye.